Hello, all you lovely people, and welcome to another video of mine. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Dune Awakening on the Lenovo Legion Go. I haven't got my eGPU connected to my Legion Go, so this video is all about the native performance of this game on the Legion Go. So I'm going to be showing you my AMD Adrenalin settings. I'm going to be showing you the in-game settings, and overall, I'm just going to be talking about the performance of this game, not the game itself. So this is not a review. I might give you my personal opinion about the game just here and there, but please, this is not a detailed review. So in most cases, I just end up talking about the performance, but in the process of talking about the performance, I do give out some information about the game, so I might end up doing that in this video as well. But again, it's just a video about the performance of Dune Awakening on the Legion Go. So hey guys, let's get started. Okay, I want to start off by talking about AMD Adrenalin, and here in this video, I'm using the display driver version 25.3.1. Now, in case you don't know how to sideload these display drivers, then please check out my video where I've shown you how to download and install 24.12.1. In case you're wondering, hey, that's 24.12.1 and this is 25.3.1, the install process stays the same. The only thing that changes is the install file. So instead of using 24.12.1 that I've shown in that video, just download the install file for 25.3.1. All the other steps stay the same. Now, this display driver version will of course give you access to AMD's Fluid Motion Frames 2.1. So if I get into this game, Dune Awakening, I will exactly have that option. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to keep the search mode on high, and the performance mode, I'm going to set it on quality. I am going to be using Radeon image sharpening instead of super resolution. And I'm also going to head into some of these advanced setting options. I'm going to enable the morphological anti-aliasing. Anisotropic filtering has been enabled and kept at 2x. I'm going to turn the texture filtering quality to performance. The surface format optimization is also going to be enabled. And these are my Adrenalin settings. Now, I also want to show you the TDP that I'm working with. So I'm going to play on the performance mode TDP. And as far as the display resolution goes, I'm going to start off at 1200p. I'm going to see how it performs and scale down or scale up based on the performance. I've played some of the beta, and I have played that at 1200p. I got a very decent and respectable frame rate performance. So that's why I chose to start with the 1200p. And in case you're wondering, hey, what are you talking about? Well, if I get into the gaming, you would have noticed that I also have the Dune Awakening public test that I had logged into, and I played, and I played this for 112 minutes. So I already have an idea as to how this game works. This game runs really well on the Legion Go. And now that I've shown you all these Adrenalin settings, let's finally get into the game and show you the in-game settings as well. So I have my DualShock controller connected to it, and I'm going to be playing with that. I hope I have batteries in that. But anyways, let's get into the game and show you the in-game settings. Alrighty, let me also show you the in-game settings that I'm running with. So let's head over to display settings. And if you want to pause the screen at any point in this video, please feel free to do that. I don't have any frame rate caps, and I generally don't like having frame rate caps unless the game is extremely demanding. And for consistent performance, I generally put a frame rate cap. But since I've played the beta and I didn't need to have a cap set on it, so even in this, I'm not putting a frame rate cap. The dynamic HUD has been turned off. Ultrawide support obviously has been turned off. And I'm just going to scroll through the ones which are really important, and I don't think anything here needs our attention. But the one that I do turn off in most of my games is motion blur. I personally don't like it. And I've set the field of view to 80%. So that's something that you have to keep in mind as well. In case you increase this to 100% or more than that, then the game's performance will take a negative hit. Let's get down to the graphical settings as well. So I mainly kept the graphic quality preset on medium, and you would notice that the in-game resolution is at 800p, but from Legion Space, I've set it to 1200p. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. I'm going to also turn the tracker on in just a teeny weeny bit. Now, the upscaling method, I'm choosing to go along with TAA. This worked pretty fine while I was playing the beta, so I'm hoping that it'll run fine here as well. I'm using frame generation, and I've kept it on FSR. And the override upscaling preset, I've turned it on. The resolution scale, I've just kept it at 50%. When you choose these options, the FSR upscaling quality will be grayed out. And obviously, since I'm using FSR, there is no option of fiddling around with the XeSS upscaler quality. Now, most of the settings, like I told you, this is the medium graphic quality preset. The shadows are on medium. The global illumination, it's on medium. Reflections on medium. And most of the settings, as you would notice, as I scroll here, they have been kept on the medium graphic quality preset. So I want to play with these graphical quality presets, and I'm just gonna, yep, fine, that's all right. So these are the settings that I'm playing with. Let's finally hit that play button and get into the game. Okay, so we are finally into the gameplay, and what I need to show again is my Legion space resolution is 1200p, 144 Hz. I'm tracking it, so in case you want to check the performance of the game, you can actually track it here. Again, I'm on the performance TDP, and as you can see here, it's telling me that I'm getting 172 FPS. But of course, this is not 172 FPS in the gameplay, because these are like character interaction scenes. So where were you born? All right, so I've got to make these selections. I'm just better off using mouse. So this game is not really great to play with a pair of controllers, especially my PS4 DualShock controller. It's not great. So in case you have an Xbox controller, you can play with that probably. But right now I'm just hooked on to my PlayStation DualShock controller. So which world am I from? Let's go with this. Nope. Okay, let's go with this. And let's go with the trooper. So this is basically your character selection screen, and you get to build a character, but there isn't a lot of details or character options available. So you do have a character customization screen, but don't expect a lot from it. These cutscenes, they look absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to increase the brightness of the screen just a tad bit so that you can see the colors pop. Now, this game has been developed by Funcom, by the way, and if you don't already know, they have worked on survival titles like Conan Exiles, and this time they ventured into the treacherous sands of Arrakis with Dune Awakening. And this is a massively multiplayer online survival game that largely succeeds in capturing the iconic, brutal essence of Frank Herbert's universe. While it isn't without its rough edges, one was the server connection from Asia. I was hardly getting a server connection, so I actually had to select Europe. So, right when you get into the game, if you are from Asia like me, that's one of the quirks that you would run into, or one of the rough edges that you would run into. But overall, this is an ambitious game, and it tries to stick to this Dune universe, to the source material, and they have tried to make this an exhilarating and deeply immersive experience. But is it really? Well, you'll have to play the game to find out, because, like I told you, this is not really a game review. But I'll tell you something about this game, that it does manage to carve out its own unique niche by setting itself in an alternate timeline. So here, Paul Atreides was never born. And this is very unlike the book. So it's already telling you that, hey, there is this alternate timeline, this alternate universe here. And that's what I immediately like about this game's setting. So the Fremen, central to the original lore, have mysteriously vanished in this game. So you begin as a character, an undercover agent tasked by the Bene Gesserit to uncover the truth behind the Fremen's disappearance and to wake the sleeper. So this narrative divergence is actually a clever move, and it allows Funcom to explore the rich Duniverse without being beholden to established canon. So it allows the developers, the creators to take liberties while still telling a story which feels familiar to this whole universe. So you might end up seeing some familiar faces, factions, and deep lore from the universe, but with its own unique twist. So while this game is running, while you're seeing all these scenes, please note that these are cutscenes. This is not actually the gameplay. But here in these cutscenes, I'm clearly getting over 100 FPS, and that is on 1200p resolution. This is again on the medium graphic quality preset. So I'm just trying to remind you of what kind of settings am I playing with. Now, while these cutscenes are going on, let me also give you a little bit more information about the game itself. Now, this is but a survival game, and it revels in the unforgiving nature of Arrakis. So, hydration is paramount, and it demands constant vigilance and resourcefulness to craft still suits, extract water, and all those kind of things. So sandstorms in this game, they're not just weather effects. They're lethal forces that require swift action to find shelter. And of course, the ever-present threat of Shai-Hulud, the colossal sandworms, uh, it looms large here. So walking on open sand without caution is a death sentence, turning every journey across the vast map into a tense, calculated risk. So when you start the game, you start as this character who is clearly dehydrated, who is this vulnerable survivor. Sorry, and in these early hours, you would find yourself scavenging for basic resources, crafting makeshift tools, and desperately seeking refuge from the elements. As you advance, you will, of course, get to unlock new schematics, enabling the construction of more advanced gear. And obviously, I mean, there are vehicles as well, there are ground crawlers, there are robust bases. So, this sense of tangible progress is a major strength, making even the most mundane tasks feel meaningful. Here, in this case, I'm happy to report that this feels really good. I mean, in terms of the smoothness of the game, it is incredible, guys. I mean, just take a look at it. Let me just pan the camera very quickly. Yes, a standard solid 133 FPS, and this is working really, really well, guys. Oh, I can jump as well. Oh, what have we here? Take. So the cutscenes look really nice, and so far I have very minimal lag, 7.5 millisecond, 133 FPS. So this is really looking good, guys. So open crafting menu. Okay, let's craft this. Okay, and equip knife. All right. Okay, so this is the radial wheel. All right, so I'm going to equip knife, and we're going to cut this moisture seal. Wow, look at that. So in case you think the screen is too dark or dim, I'm just going to increase the ISO of my camera very quickly. And like I was telling you, you've got to keep yourself hydrated. So here, you've got to hydrate yourself. Good stuff. And I think that is the maximum dew limit that I can get to right now. I mean, later on, of course, you can actually expand this or increase this. But for now, it's just that. The environments look really nice. I mean, the stone, the lighting is also really solid, guys. So this is a typical survival game, guys, and in a typical survival game, what do you got? I mean, you've got crafting menu, and you've got to craft this heal kit or health kit, okay, so that you can heal yourself. Again, let's heal myself, and you can see the life bar increasing there. Nice. Okay. Can I climb here? Well, yes, you can. Let's keep on collecting this. And you've also got to keep in mind the verticality in this game, because as you can see, you can literally climb your way up and get to new areas. And you've got to make sure that you always keep on collecting. Okay, cannot drink. Alrighty. And we are finally gonna head out. Whoa, take a look at that. Nice cutscene. Now, in case the screen is moving around a bit, please note that, well, I'm playing this with the Legion Go controller, unlike the PlayStation 4 controller that I wanted to play with, because it just doesn't seem to be working. It's not, this game is not meant for this controller. So I'm facing a little difficulty or a challenge here. Let me just reduce the ISO in these bright scenes, because it tends to get overexposed and you can't see the details in the background. So the cutscenes are really nice. I mean, you get to understand the production values of this game when you take a look at these cutscenes. And it's pretty solid. What do you guys think about it? Please let me know in the comment section. And yeah, I mean, the frame rate is pretty good. Frame rate is pretty good still in these cutscenes. These look pretty demanding, by the way. These open areas might be more demanding compared to the dungeon or the caves. And you have a lot of these interactive cutscenes. I might as well just use the mouse because it's just way more quicker. And yeah, it looks good. I mean, no doubt it looks nice. So I'm quickly going to skip these because I want to show you what the game actually feels like when you finally get into the game, and when you get to sprint, run around, explore this vast world in this universe. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Okay, goodbye. All right, so we are finally in the game, and yeah, even in this open area, things seem to be running really well. And yes, you can sprint. That's the amount of water that I can consume. All right. Anything here? Nope. Nothing here. So I just progress on, move on. The performance seems to be all right. I do notice occasional stutters, but overall the performance is definitely solid. So I'm just gonna take it all. All right. Okay. I'm sorry, my dog is kind of barking in the background. I apologize. So radial wheel, yeah, cut ray. So you can get into analysis mode and you can get into this cutting, and bam, and you can further progress in the game. Not bad. Are you guys a fan of these survival games? Personally, I don't like them. I think they're too tedious to play. That's just me, I mean, it's a personal choice. But what do you guys think? Please let me know in the comment section. But I definitely cannot go there, and I cannot go there. So the only way forward is this way. And again, use that fire cutter ray. And yes, there's somebody there. I guess I've got to get into light attack mode. And all right, I definitely did not do a good job there, but I finally got through. Ooh, another guy. So I got to parry as well. All right, left parry. Okay, let's continue. There, I did parry and gone, and you can loot all. Unlike Skyrim, your characters do not turn half naked. So this area is obviously accessible now. And as you can see, the game's performing really well. So what I wanted to show is the performance of the game. And it seems to be really good here in this case. Whether it's the outdoors, whether it's the indoor, it's pretty solid, guys. It's not bad. Okay. So can I progress now? Yes, I can. Oh, there's somebody there. Yeah, and let's get on with it. Okay, I've got to hold this. I've been doing that already, by the way. So you really have to have timed attacks here, I think. Yeah, let's take all. And let's use some of that heal kit. All right, I used it well. And let's progress further. So what do you think about Dune Awakening, guys? Have you had a chance to play this game on your Legion Go? What do you think about it? Please let me know in the comments section. It does look all right. It looks pretty okay. And so far, so good. Activate the transmitter. Yeah, all right. And I've been having a good time with this game. It's been performing all right. Let me just pull this up here. And as you can see, yeah, this is pretty solid, guys. This is Dune Awakening on my Lenovo Legion Go. And as you can see, the performance is pretty solid. It does feel smooth. There are occasional stutters, no doubts about that. But overall, I think I've had a solid performance in this game so far. The cutscenes look really solid. The production values are good. And overall, it looks like an okay survival game. But this is not something that I generally play. But hey, if it's up your alley, then you might as well check it out. It's inexpensive. It's not a very expensive game, so you can check it out. And let me know what your thoughts are about Dune Awakening and what you feel about this game. Well, these cutscenes were literally struggling there. I mean, the game is the game. So this is not a true indicator of what this game is performing like, because even in the stutters, it did not show me the 133 FPS. So right now, the game is literally struggling in these cutscenes. So this is pretty demanding, I reckon. And I think here, you'd probably have to drop the resolution down. But hey, overall, it performs all right on the Legion Go. And this is native performance. If you want me to make a video of this with an eGPU connected to the Legion Go, please let me know in the comments section. But as far as this video goes, I'll stop it here. And I do make other videos like this on the Legion Go. These are my Let's Play videos on the Legion Go, and there are many, many Let's Play videos on my channel that you can find. Apart from that, you have gameplay videos, you have game reviews, and you also have product and item reviews of things that are related to gaming. So feel free to check out my video list. And if you want to become a part of my community, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. There's a paid option of joining my community as well as a member, and that is for as low as $1 a month. That would also help me fetch a cup of coffee. But hey, that is an option. It's not a mandate, and it's not mandatory to join as a member. But I would appreciate your support in case you do. Joining otherwise as a viewer is absolutely free. And again, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button and also like the content. I'd greatly appreciate that. And I thank you in advance for your support and for your love. But this is me signing off. It's a wrap for this one. I'll see lovely folks in my next video. Until that time, I'll say take care, stay safe, and may God bless you all.